We know when we place judgment on somebody else that we know in our hearts that that is wrong. Now, it's one thing to place judgment. I think we have to assess somebody. We have to know if we're in a dangerous situation. We have to honestly say, all right, this person's bad, this person's good, according to my moral understanding of what that means. There's one thing for certain about being in a place like this in Rome, Italy, is that everyone around the world wants and needs and has an inherent desire to know what God is. Going through the Vatican yesterday was a symbol and a massive symbolic stance for what people believe is the right thing. And you can find that same sort of human behavior all over India with a whole different religion, all over the Middle East with a completely different religion. And one thing is for certain, everyone believes that they are right. And every one of those people, innate in human nature, seems to have a large degree of judgmentalism that I believe and that I am seeing unfold before our eyes as the falling away of those judgments. It's small, but it's still consequential. And that people are starting to discover that minus all of the kissing the Pope's ring, making people pay penance for their sins, and building these lavish labyrinths of ornate, disgusting sort of things, even though they're gorgeous and beautiful. Do we rob from the poor to make the richer rich? Do we continue to do that worldwide? I think it's a fallacy that the people have grown tired of, and they're going to continue to grow tired of, and we're going to put a stop to that. We're going to put a stop to it because we know that we are the conscious and the experiential eyes and ears and emotions and feelings of the earth, of the cosmos. We are living. And we can only live by having all of this flow through us. That's just a fact. We must have water. We must have food. Where does it come from? It comes from here. We are all a part of it. And we can feel the energy. We can feel the love. We can feel the hate. We can feel the judgment. We can feel the lack of judgment. And we all know inherently what is right. We know when we place judgment on somebody else that we know in our hearts that that is wrong. Now, it's one thing to place judgment. I think we have to assess somebody. We have to know if we're in a dangerous situation. We have to honestly say, all right, this person's bad, this person's good, according to my moral understanding of what that means. You're a wife beater, or you like to randomly swing your fist at somebody as a young adolescent. Like, you know that kind of behavior is bad. That's not necessarily placing a judgment, that's just an assessment. I have to know how to navigate this world and the various energies that live within it. I am happy to see a large amount of people coming to the understanding that we don't need to kiss a Pope's ring. We don't need to walk around spiritual pilgrimages, no matter what your religion is. That we have ourselves. We can turn inside of ourselves and know exactly what we need to do. We can pray and meditate and commune with God without all the bureaucratic nonsense and the scholarly bickering from every denomination and every religion. We know we are created from this magic of life, that we can love and be a part of something wonderful. We don't have to wait. We can make our changes now within ourselves, and that ripples out to everyone else. So, from the eternal city, the grand city that is truly amazing and full of many lessons for our understanding of how we've gotten into these situations. I hope you come out on Sundays. We will be back at normal service later this month. We will, of course, post and let you know when. But until then, we're going to explore all of these fantastical things that have existed and been created out of our need to want to live immortal lives and to discover what is right and wrong for ourselves. So thanks for joining.